players for the very
Beef
first
number
thing.
one.
Oh, look, what's the first thing you notice?
The water, but
The
also
pos the
the
positioning. That's the
positioning.
first thing that hit me.
We're
Look at the positioning
so
between these
close.
two are neighbors.
Look at
They are
these
na
minimap. Yeah. Got one. We got Crazy in the blue pieces, guys. And then CooL in the yellow pieces just south of him. And there is a crossing right here. So this is going to be just a wild, wild game, people. This is going to be wild. I don't know what to expect. Like, there's this massive sea over here. And I think it's going to go untouched unless this game gets real messy. Oh,
two cartographers right off the bat for KGB. He is not wasting any time
yeah, he's already
mapping this
found that
thing.
crossing. He already found that first crossing. He's gonna find the double Ellies. It's gonna be super
Found it.
lurable for him. He's got to watch out about the gold mine, but I think he's just gonna go for it.
This should be one of our
Oh,
discussion points at some point. Is one versus two scouts early in the game. I mean Bill scouts, not like scouts.
well, he's walking his berries into shorefish, so that's why he's scouting with two, because he wants to find the best spot for his first building. He doesn't need to build any buildings yet. He's gonna go for the granary, because there's no really good pit spot. But that being said, look at how interesting CooL's map is. He's got triple berry, double L, and two Ellies, and he's gonna have to push his gazelle. But look at his wood line. He doesn't have any stragglers. I've never seen this before. Well, okay, I've seen this many
Oh, I
times.
feel like that. I
I
feel
had
like
this
that
last
happens
night. I
more
had this
than I
last
get it.
night against Crazy. But that being said, just no stragglers near his. Maybe he deleted it with the house on accident. I mean, that happens. But when you compare that to CooL or Crazy, who's just got a straggler right there, it's so nice. I don't know.
I would be virtually certain he did not stick a house on it.
Two really nice gazelle lures though already. Very good timing here for CooL. Only 3 minutes in. He gets his next house up. The players are so close to each other. But the biggest, I think, I'd say the biggest advantage is that Crazy already found one of the crossings, and he's about to find the next one as well on the south side of the map. Right? Like, him finding this, he now knows there's two, and he knows where there are. With that, he can triangulate the position of his opponent as being somewhere along this little corner because, I mean, he's, by finding the crossings like this, Crazy's
Are you
already
looking?
figured out where he's at.
Are you looking at 5 o'clock? The two vills
Yeah,
they just missed each.
barely missed each other. Oh man, this is gonna be a wild
Oh,
game.
the lion. So one guy's got a little couple alligator scars, and now he's going to get a few
Oh,
lion hits on.
CooL. It's taking some damage. He's gonna have to house check it. Is the house coming down? It has to be. Yep. So he's gonna
Yeah,
house check
there
it
it is.
perfectly. Very well played by CooL. I mean, those little techniques like that are just what you need to know nowadays to be at the top level of DE. And here's CooL saving vills and getting a lot of scouting information because of it. I mean, a lesser player could have lost a vill there. I mean, it was just one lion, so I guess if you don't notice its attack, it's an issue. He could have potentially approached that better. That being said, he did. He was able to avoid that damage. So playing it as best he could as he's double luring at the same time. Looks like maybe he lost his double lure as this elephant's already really low HP and this wasn't very far. So maybe he lost the double lure in that action. Oh, and he's going to lose it again. It's at 5 HP. This is unrecoverable.
Oh, that's
That's
yeah,
unrecoverable.
that's
Maybe.
that's a disaster.
I don't think it is. It's only going to follow once. He's going to have to keep it real close. This is going to be really tight.
Yeah. This is going to be good because he can hit it like you say one time.
He
No,
didn't check
hit
the
it.
HP. He didn't check the HP. He's going to have to pit this probably. I would say he's going to pit here now, which is really going to slow him down because he needs those berries as his secondary food source, or I guess tertiary and quaternary, whatever that word is. Meanwhile, there
Look at
is oh
look at look at the dock placement for KGB at on the
oh
eastern edge.
that is gorgeous. It's funny because
He's going to get.
he's not getting the northern dock, which is what's better. This is certainly
Well,
the best dock in the game.
probably because when he sent his cartographer out, he's like, normally when you set up a dock, you want to have it next to, close to a fish, at least one, and hopefully you can
Right.
see others either
Mm-hmm.
in the water or around it, so that the boats don't have to travel that far. So when this guy found this spot,
Mm.
he saw, you know, he would have seen the first fish off the lake. He would have seen most of that fish when he walked,
Mm-hmm.
and he'd look at that and say, "Oh, there's like 6 or 7 really in close spot." He probably didn't see anything other than maybe the two fish over by the wood line.
Hmm.
So much better dock, but
Oh,
much likely to be contested.
he's gonna YOLO a second dock down. This is greedy. This is really greedy play against Axers coming from CooL here. Well, maybe not Axers. We haven't seen the Clubman yet, but I've seen this play a couple times from players. They build the barracks and they immediately, after they click, they start queuing up clubbers for exploration and to maybe upgrade to Axers if you get in on the opponent's wood line. It can be a really smart play here.
Yeah, so he's definitely feeling safe with this map. He's making the wall off here for a good chunk. There's not as much wood in there for a long fight.
Oh no, CooL doesn't know about the second crossing. And Crazy's gonna come right across it with 2 forward vills. This is gonna be ranges, man. He's gonna build the barracks, and then he's gonna
Yeah.
build ranges. Meanwhile, CooL's put his barracks in the wrong side of the map. Potentially walled off by CooL, or Crazy can easily wall this at so many choke points, right? There's so many opportunities for Crazy to react to this. But meanwhile, he's just going to be he's bringing his vills to the perfect spot as well. He just saw the dead gazelle. He knows where the hill is. Oh man, this is going to be brutal. That being said, the clubbers are out for CooL. He's walking around the map, going the north side, going to lose one to lions, and another one is going to get hit by lions. So these clubbers are certainly not, well, they're not wasted because he just explored like a huge portion of the map with these units.
Look at the arts. The arts at 9 are going to figure out. So now CooL
Now CooL
knows
knows.
he did not set up on the right side of the map, but he'll correct. He'll correct at this point. We've got a Vil.
Just look at the exploration in the tab. 27% for both players, and he's gonna dock block one of those spots. So he's really looking to keep this safe. And CooL just spotted the barracks here. So the information gain from these players is absurdly powerful. They are figuring everything out. Look at this, Crazy's gonna spot the range. He's gonna see the herd Vil. He could potentially snipe it. He's actually gonna walk away because I think he's afraid of him losing his own Vil. And this actually could potentially be getting into Crazy's economy because he has yet to wall. And maybe what could be considered too greedy, as it's 11 minutes and he's just now hitting Tool, and this is gonna be really tough as the defensive range comes down for CooL, the offensive range comes down for CooL, and this is just gonna be a power move, man. He's about to get in with an Axer, no armor though. That's a huge investment to put into this Axer, and without armor, Crazy could just fight this one Axer. I think he's gonna have to click on this. He's gonna lose a Vil at the start of this. There's another Vil.
Yeah, he does have a overall.
Oh, he's giving CooL a chance to get armor. He's giving CooL a chance to get armor on this one Axer so that it can change from killing 4 Vils.
There it goes.
Yeah, now it can go down. Only 2 Vils dying to this Axer. I think that's acceptable, right? Because of the cost of the investment, right? He did the attack damage upgrade. He did the Axer upgrade. He made several clubmen, right? Like, we're talking about a huge food investment from CooL. Is it going to pay off, though? Because he's down in Vils. He doesn't have the same dock economy, and that Axer certainly did not get the damage that he needed. But the Bowman now, coming in on the backside of this, looking to wall off a larger portion of the map is Crazy. Meanwhile, massing his Bowman up, getting onto the woodline, but there are some Bowmen on top of this hill for CooL, so it's going to be a difficult position for Crazy to aggress onto. However, he's going to sneak by. He's actually going to give a warning shot onto the range, and that's going to give CooL the opportunity to snipe that first Bowman. Meanwhile, getting another Vil kill is CooL on the other side of the map, stopping some of those advanced walls that Crazy was trying to implement into his base, but that defense will go unperturbed. This one wall was finished, but there's still kind of this awkward opening here onto his woodline that Crazy's going to have to address rather soon. However, the big thing about this is back on the sea at the right side of the map, he is booming like crazy on a really efficient spot, right? He's got so many fish to go towards. He found the best dock spot in the game by far. Is it going to be enough, though, to take down the speed here? He did lose some Vils. He's got the ship to defend, so this Bowman and Axer, they will be repelled or killed, potentially, if CooL's not paying attention. The Bowman's actually just going to die for free. The Axeman's up next. He's going to run. Oh man, this is an interesting position because now CooL is able actually to defend his villagers here. So the aggression from Crazy just isn't quite enough as it stands. He doesn't have enough money. He doesn't have enough wood for more ranges on this front side. But this range positioning I like. It's going to be denying those elephants. Maybe a natural expansion spot for CooL would be a storage pit here on those 4 elephants. Meanwhile, he's camping the range, and that's going to be doing a ton of damage. He's gonna be doing a ton of damage to these bowmen, so it's gonna be really hard for Crazy to take an aggressive fight here in the base of CooL. Meanwhile, similar situation for CooL. He can't really aggress anymore. However, he did get a few Vil kills, but is it gonna be enough to overcome the economy of Crazy? Because Crazy could be looking to click up. He's got the food, he's got the resources. He hasn't really invested too much in these bowmen. He's on his way to bronze. I don't think CooL's anywhere
CooL
near that
actually
click.
has a larger economy, and they're almost all real bills. That's what's amazing about this is if you look at the bill count,
Yeah, but Crazy's
CooL.
bronze.
Well, it'd be interesting to see if he can keep up the level of the economy in CooL's side is astounding.
Yeah,
given that he's only
37.
got three.
Well, he's got 3 fishing boats.
That's what I'm saying. He's got 3 fishing boats, but KGB's got fewer bills by far, and he's got what 6, 7, 8 boats. So he bronze first, but it's much smaller.
Well, here
economy.
go his boats. I mean, 8 fewer vills isn't that significant, especially when you have water control. And he can take out these ships, and he's about to see them. And there go the ships of CooL. I'm gonna get sniped here, but I mean, without the bronze here, I mean, CooL's in a really tough spot. He's actually gonna have to give up this hill. And Crazy's actually snuck a vill in, and CooL noticed. He saw it walk by his vill, so he's gonna track this. Leaving this range up, maybe an arrow to leave it unguarded.
I think he should camp that with Bowman because
He's chasing
once
the
they
Vil.
get-
He's chasing these Vils, which now have wheel, and they're on his side of the map. He has to deal with this. Now, there are war galleys, so there is no way that CooL can stop ranges from going up along the coastline. He's going to meet up with his ship, if needed, and defend these. That being said, there still is the range from CooL on the side of Crazy, so it's not all easy.
He's got 2 bills in there.
Yeah, 2 Vils here, and this is going to be really tough. Oh, look at that range placement. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, the shot clock on the bronze here, it's a little surprising that.
Well, he
I guess
invested in the
because it's all
Axers.
the food. It's all wood. He's probably got a ton of wood.
Mm-hmm.
So he just didn't have the food.
And there's another range going up, unable to prevent these wheeled Vils from you can't stop it. And you know what's funny is I don't even see, okay, 1 CA came out and peppered this berry line, didn't get a Vil kill, but died to the 5 bowmen. So CooL's actually going to be able to defend here, and it looks like he's clicked up. Or is he going to go full bowman, you think? You think with 4 ranges like this defensively that he's going for full bowman defense on this hill, or he's clicked?
Got much choice.
I don't know if he's clicked.
I think he's gonna. Yeah,
there he is. Okay, good.
I think he has got to stop the massing of those chariots.
Right.
So he's gonna have to keep pumping Bowman all the way up into the wheel. Just otherwise, if you get 5 or 6 of those.
Does he have the economy for that anymore? Right, like his Vil high was. Well, I guess it's 38 now, so it was 38.
It's 38, and it's all real bills though. So he's got a lot of wood. He's got to have a lot of wood.
Yeah, but look I mean, just you can see the economy. He's gonna have to run from all of his farms. I mean, this is a disaster. I mean, I think Crazy might just win this based on the map pressure alone. Having this dock here having the ship here denies so much space for CooL. He might be bronze, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. He's now farming around his secondary granary here. He's still wide open to these ships. Like, he's just completely exposed here. Now, there is a chance he's able to pull this off with the bowman. I don't know, though. I'm not really seeing
Here's the problem I think he's going to have is those CA are going to set up on the hill, and they're going to be able to shoot down towards those ranges and onto his new farms. So I think he's going to be food starved.
The question is, the real big thing about this is, will Crazy be properly booming behind this? Will his economy be solid? Because this is a lot of kind of... This is all really annoying aggression, but it's not game winning, right? Behind this has to be the boom to the better eco, right? And
he's taking the hill.
Yeah, I don't actually see CooL playing this right. He doesn't have enough ranges on the side of CooL's base, and he's not massing chariots back at home. I mean, he's got this hill. He can take the fight here. He has +2 chop as well, so I mean, his economy is just miles ahead of CooL's right now. And that's something that has to be dealt with at some point. That being said, it is much more inefficient due to the lack of repit. And CooL's woodlines are all much more efficient as it stands. That being said, he's really cornered into a very small area right now. And he knows where this army is, so it's going to be a standoff between these 2 hills, honestly. This is interesting.
I think the game is stabilized now. You know, early on. There really could have been a shift, a dramatic shift to one side or the other. But now, with this hill being a defensive line, four archery ranges there, it's going to be tough to take
I
if
don't know, man.
play
I
it
don't know.
right.
Look at how bad this economy is of CooL. Like it is so stressed, right? It is so difficult. The only reason he's still in this game is because he's made so many bowmen, and KGB just hasn't invested in that Vilk in the army count. Like he's just not making units on this side of the map. He's giving Crazy a chance, or he's giving CooL a chance kind of to get back into this game. But that being said, the towers are coming out. Like CooL's or Crazy's playing the long game here. I would say he's going the distance. He's mining gold. Like he wants to get nobility. He's not thinking he can end the game in its current position. He's happy with the advantage that he's gotten out of this whole starting situation, right? Like this advantage is gonna last a long time, right? As long as these fishing boats are still working, he's gonna be happy, right?
What's this tower over by the? Do you
Just
understand
he
that?
doesn't. Yes, he does not want. He's playing the long game. He knows he can't take that hill, right? So rather than invest purely in army, I think his logic here is he wants to make sure that this part of the map stays under his control, and there's no better way to do that than a tower for the time being, right? It's gonna force some other unit from CooL. Oh, I would love.
Oh, look at the timing here. Look at the timing here.
He
As
just
soon
left
as
the hill.
he left the hill.
He went to go
Okay,
kill the.
he needs to press to take it,
He was killing that war galley that's been denying so many of his farms.
which was certainly an important thing to get rid of.
Now that he can
But
farm again.
KGB should have taken the hill at that point. That
Yeah.
would have been really problematic, I think, if he had rushed that.
I mean, I think Crazy is just waiting for a moment where he knows he's stronger. Right now, it's kind of hard to gauge because these bowmen can dish out a lot of damage on hills, and it can go unnoticed, kind of. You know, like this fight is probably pretty even, considering that CooL now has the +2, even though he's
Meanwhile,
down.
KGB's done a nice thing here. He's pushed his
wall.
walls out to the east, and he's claimed a lot more land, which
Mhm.
I really like. That he's, like you said, he's thinking ahead here,
Mhm.
which is very, very.
He's not playing all-out aggro. Look at this. Look at this position. How does CooL ever stop Crazy on this position? Now this hill is so well encamped. It's got the tower. It's got the defensive war galley. Like this is a tough position to push. And maybe we're going to be seeing CooL making some moves on the map because looks like he wants to push out. And now moving off this hill could be a big issue. Once again, does Crazy go for it this time? But I love the bowman placement from CooL. He's like posturing them just so. He's saying, look, I'm still on the hill, but I'm going to use the mobility of the CA to hunt down your warships if you don't group with them properly. And look at this. Crazy is just completely respecting this fight. He does not want to engage in something. And there go the deletions of the unbuilt walls. Oh boy. Crazy's going to get caught out here. He's going to lose several CA, but Crazy's going to fall back to the hill. It looks like he's going to try to take this fight. He's got the 2 war galleys in the back of the fight, but so does CooL with the bowman. But some of his units are hitting that house. Kind of a bad fight for him. Really awkward micro here because Crazy doesn't have enough space to maneuver these. He should have deleted the barracks for positioning purposes. He lost like 5 units for that alone, but there go the bowmen absolutely mopped out of this fight. So with them out of the equation, does Crazy have the numbers to force CooL off this hill? I don't think yet. But the eco, it's in favor of Crazy by a long shot.
Yeah, most of those are boats, though. I mean,
Nobility. He's gonna take the fight. He's gonna take the fight with nobility off the hill. He should just take it. He's actually gonna not. Man, I'm really surprised that Crazy just isn't taking these fights. He's had the advantage so many times in a row now.
yeah,
It's surprising me that I think he's respecting the micro of CooL. Maybe he doesn't want to get caught off guard. But I mean, on the back side of this, I mean, CooL's now starting to boom. He's mining gold. He's gonna get nobility eventually. It's a matter of time before he gets enough gold. He's 9 bills less.
When do we see the first stone thrower come out? Is it
Oh.
before iron or after iron? 'Cause
Before.
We've got so that will be interesting to see when that pops. Now, both of them are anxiously getting gold.
Mhm.
So choices there: push for iron, push for stone thrower.
Well, CooL needs it fast for nobility. He needs to catch up in this tech, right? Having the less HP is a really bad situation for him. Once again, Crazy is micro. I mean, he's paying attention to his army. He's not letting it go unused. It's just, it is a little confusing that he didn't take the fights when he had the numbers. Now he's coming forward with some bills, looking like another sentry tower, and he's going to try to defend it. He's going to actually engage this fight. Oh, I like this. I like this engagement for CooL a lot. Really valuable stuff. He needs to take this.
Really
But now with...
well here.
But so was CooL. He was fighting... CooL, I mean, they traded nearly evenly. I would say 3 for 5. But the damage might be from those war galleys pretty... Yeah, it's starting to stack up. There are a lot of hurt CA across the board here. And these towers need to be shut down.
Towers.
That's going to warrant a workshop here from CooL, I believe. Because he's got the gold now. He's probably clicked nobility. Yeah, he has nobility now. His ships are actually going to get caught out. But he needs to watch out. CooL can't take this fight. But he's going to sit there and take it anyway. Does he have enough?
Hoping with the ships, but the ships are too damaged.
This is really awkward, Micro. I mean, this one wall tile... Yeah, I mean, Crazy just needed to delete that barracks, man. It was not helping him there. I mean, the ecos behind it are starting to level out. But there's the hunt... Okay, so we're at the point where Crazy has enough resource to potentially be clicking iron. I mean, there's a chance. There's a chance he just goes for it. Does he YOLO Iron Age here? He's building the workshop. He's losing 2 vills to that elephant. Wow. Monster elephant. Kills 2 vills. More... That elephant was stronger than the Axers that CooL sent in. Okay, because it killed 2 vills and then lived. But back to the game. Sorry, guys. This is really interesting.
The eco is now
even
equal.
And this is real vills.
Gold, the gold is getting close. 1,000 versus 7. This is a real ball game here.
It's a really close game here. But it's just so difficult for CooL to do this, right? Like Crazy's recognized that maybe he loses the game if he tries to force the fight up the hill. He wants to take this game late. I think that's his plan, but we have dueling workshops on the front lines here, so it's going to get messy with these stone thrower shots. We could be seeing some crazy stuff. No pun intended. I know that's Crazy's name. But I say it every now and then. Another range coming down, so could we be seeing Iron Ages now? I mean, I think the food income's there for CooL. I really do. I really think that CooL has the eco.
I think food for CooL is no longer a concern. I mean, he's got so many farms, and they're just going to kind of keep doing.
He's coming forward for another tower with some bills. These bills will go down. Now, the war galleys are something that kind of get nullified a bit, I would say, once Iron Age comes in. But they still do a great job of sniping stone throwers. I mean, until you get catapults and engineering, these war galleys outrange so many items on the board.
And the tower, will it go up, or will it? Maybe.
He's actually shooting the tower a bit here. That was a really bad engagement for CooL.
Yeah,
he really can't engage
too
these
many
ships.
Things to shoot at there. Too many targets.
He really can't afford to take those kinds of fights next to the war galleys, and that's all Crazy's done. Notice, I mean, this right side is completely open for him, but CooL's just monitoring it, or Crazy's just monitoring it with a single unit. I mean, the Iron Age is going to be coming in just a matter of seconds, sorry. It has to be being clicked, because we haven't seen, like, crazy CA production, which I'm kind of surprised about. I'm surprised that neither player has really invested in making, like, a lot of units. I know that sounds weird, but you'd expect more of the spam, and there's the Iron Age from Crazy.
So, shot clock on this one.
So what does he do? Ellie Archers or Horse Archer? I think he's going to go Horse Archer, knowing Crazy.
Iron. Oh, so we're only about 10 seconds apart between the two. So, yes, you're right, Winston. I'm very curious. Are they going to go Horse Archer, or are they going to go Ellie Archer?
Ooh, big shot. I think Ellie Archers are the better choice long term, but you have to go Horse Archer first to match the speed of the CA. Because because Ellie Archers are better, but with the mobility and the speed at which they're created and the cost, I don't think their economies can really afford this difference right now. I mean, once he gets engineering, CooL's... I mean, he's got a lot of things. His government center is going to be working for a while, right? You have to prioritize ballistics.
Oh, Ellie's perfect choice there.
I love it. I love it. He has the food income. He has the food income that Crazy just doesn't have. He's going to eat a huge catapult shot. Oh boy, this is a really bad fight for Crazy. He's going to lose this game. Are you kidding me? Actually, no, he's really well entrenched. This shot's gonna ring so true. Oh my gosh, that is such a big shot.
Replay moment, Winston.
Oh my gosh, I don't have the replay feature anymore. Since I got the new computer, I didn't put it in. Oh boy, that is just so difficult for Crazy. He's in such a bad position now because with the Elytras, he can take the arrows from the war galleys, the horse archers, the guard towers, and then his stone throwers.
5 to 79.
It's the food income. Crazy didn't adjust. He didn't prep his economy for the lack of efficient food income on the right side of the map. And now he can't afford these Elytras. And what is he going to do? He's got a stone thrower of his own, catapult of his own on his side of the map. He's going to be taking out the stone throwers with the range of those war galleys, but he's got to watch out. These Elytras are going to be a really big thorn in his side. Do we see temples maybe? In order to deal with these, we're going to start seeing the Elytras from Crazy now, as these shots will ring true from this catapult. However, he will get outranged here. Ooh, a nice shot. Another nice shot coming in. He's actually... Oh, thought he was going to take out this unit here. Going to stand point blank on this catapult. So 2 of his stone throwers are still working away here. I'm sure we're going to be seeing it because now that he has 3 siege workshops, I think he's going to be able to push back all these towers with the stone thrower. Engineering is surely on its way now that he has alchemy and ballistics. Does he have ballistics? Not quite. Still working on ballistics. Going to take him another second there. The stone throwers from Crazy. Their shots are doing really good damage here. The battle for the sea has been mostly abated. And now Crazy's going to be trying to hold this position. He's falling back to this encampment he made earlier with some Elytras, the support of the ships. It's just a matter of time, though, before CooL outproduces Crazy, like, massively on this front line. And these stone thrower shots are going to be killing so many vills. Oh, if that was a catapult, so many vills died. But he's only able to snipe individual vills.
CooL is trying to start building a archery base up in...
oh, he's got the TC, but he's been spotted.
Yeah, his TC's been spotted. This guy's building a couple. If he gets a few Ellie archers out up there, that could be a severe distraction.
I don't think he needs a distraction. I think he's looking to pincer his base because, I mean, it's just a matter of time before CooL pushes this all back. Maybe with the catapult shots and the towers, he's able to hold this. I don't see it happening though. He needs engineering. He needs to take better positioning with his catapults if he wants to beat these Elytras. Meanwhile, I mean, CooL's just tanking the arrow fires. Get used to this arrow sound, guys. It's going to be going on for quite a while.
The first Elytra in the northeast has come out, so now we have a second front that's starting to open up.
There's the towers and the horse archers, and more ranges coming down. I mean, CooL's economy is just miles ahead now in terms of efficiency, numbers. Like, yeah, he's got, like you said, 18 more real vills. This food income just isn't there for CooL anymore, or Crazy, and he just did not invest in the farms the way he needed to. He could have had, well, I don't want to say what he could have, but if he had like 25 farms, then maybe he'd be in a good position. But with like the 12 that he has, it's simply not going to be the production.
Now, one problem that CooL is going to have here is that the only gold he's got is in this somewhat contested area, so he does have to hold that. Make sure that he can keep production out. He's probably stocked up for a good while here, but you know, the sum of the catapults, the Ellie archers, is going to take its toll on the gold after.
I think his army is just too large at this point. I don't see Crazy massing enough units in enough time to fight this.
There are now 3 ranges up in the northeast. There's a second town center going. Yeah, this is starting to look very problematic for KGB.
This is just game 1, guys, in a best of 5. Looks like we're about to have a slugfest. I am so excited about that, though. Oh, some big catapult shots onto his own ranges. Killing a house. Yeah. I mean, this game's going to go in CooL's favor now. But that being said, there's still a chance here. I mean, there's still units on the board for Crazy. It's just once this Ellie Archer catapult push starts for Hittite nowadays. I mean, it's 8 damage on a unit with 600 HP. It's absurd. I mean, compared to a tower, it is 3 towers.
Oh, he's got the range now on the. He's got engineering on the catapults. CooL does, so that's going to help quite a bit. That's going to help, and he has claimed the gold up in the north part of the map. So
with engineering, he can start dealing with these docks, and then he's going to say GG Crazy. calling the game. Very good game.
Wow.
Mm.
45-minute opening salvo here.
Yes,
This
indeed. 44 minutes, 27 seconds of game time, guys. We got ourselves a series. Look at the kills, guys. 129 to 125. I would say that Crazy lost this game rather than CooL won it. I think there was that period where he was bronze with the CA, and he could have just destroyed. He could have dismantled
yeah,
CooL,
he
but he.
took that hill. It was all about the hill, I
Mhm.
think. If he had
Yeah.
taken it when it was just Bowman up there, and how would CooL have gotten him off that hill? I don't think there's any way. So yeah, I agree. I think he hit a very strong start, very nice dock play. Good economy, good placement with forwards, but he didn't use the aggression. He played too cautiously, I think, at that.
Oh, quite the bully. I would completely agree with you. It is tough to play big games. So as much as we look into and I mean, we read into their decisions and stuff as if it's easy to do what they're doing. Obviously, these decisions are easy for us to make, right? Because we have the bird's eye view, perfect vision. We know what's happening, right? The players, obviously, as you kind of stated, it's in their shoes. It gets a lot harder, which is really good. Do you think the tower investment could be a mistake by Crazy? Not particularly a mistake. I mean, his positioning on the towers, I think, was fine. I think the plan to hold that hill was really solid. I think the problem for him was just not. I think his only mistake was not taking the hill when he had the numbers of CA. When he had like 5 CA, he was bronze first. I feel like you have to use that timing to push a win. And if you're not going to be pushing the win with your CA advantage, you better um, and if you're not pushing the advantage with your units, then you have to be planning for the future better. And I think that's what CooL did. CooL realized, okay, I'm entrenched on this hill. And so CooL said, behind it, I'm going to boom to iron and get the best possible army on the map, which was those, catapults and LE archers, etc., right? Crazy, I didn't see that from him, right? I think that's what I was just commenting on was with his defensive play, you would have expected a far superior economy, right? Because he was ahead early. He could have started booming faster. It would have been a really big deal. It would have been a deal breaker for CooL if Crazy had gotten to 150 vills or 120 vills rather, not 150, 120 vills like much quicker because he had the timing on bronze and the chokehold and the positioning. But Crazy just didn't do that. But that being said, obviously we're talking about a tournament game. It's tough to make these decisions on the fly in any situation. So we could always apply that to these kinds of games and look at the players and say what we think they should do. But again, as Bully said, it comes down to your the in-game micro decisions that all add up. And when you're under pressure, under stress, you make mistakes. I'm really excited about it though. Good luck, have fun. Ready? All right, good luck, have fun from the players. These two guys, very polite players, excited to be casting their games. Such good community members for our tournament here. We now have Crazy on the left side here. Once again, a little bit closer to the deep water, but there is the option of the deep for CooL as well. CooL spawning once again in the yellow piece on the right side of the map, though.
For almost all practical purposes, this is like a kind of a Conti map. I mean, given that there's no rivers, there's no bodies of water in the center. I mean, the water doesn't skirt the entire edge, so that's different. A very, very different map from the last one.
Yes, without that crossing, you're a lot more exposed, right, to all activity, right? Your ranges. We're probably going to be seeing a lot more offensive ranges and defensive ranges. I would say, just to be annoying, but also to defend. I mean, there's a lot that's going to be going on in this game. I don't know what the players are going to do just yet, but looking at the maps, really nice straggler. I love seeing that when they're glued. He's gonna restart. Is this a mistake?
Well,
No, that's a good
no,
call.
I don't think so. He
Gazelle.
did no. There's no Ellie's. His Gazelle he hadn't seen yet. I don't think his strags aren't particularly good. His water is the only water he sees is bad. So from what he had uncovered, and given that you have to make this decision in under 3 minutes,
Hmm.
it's not it's certainly understandable.
Man, CooL's gonna be mad about that. He had a map with two shorefish on a woodline. He'd probably pull the elephants to his TC, but I mean, two Ellies, two berry, a shorefish wood pit, another shorefish wood pit. Oh man, he had a great map. An easy cliff that's overlooking the defense, so like pressuring this point here would be impossible because there's even a little hill there to help it out. Like, man, that would have been a really nice game. Fix the score. Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you, Epid. My bad, guys. I forgot the scoreboard. We're getting that now, though. Thank you. So game 2. Interesting maps, though. Yeah, that was a really good call, I would agree. While our players are setting up, I just need another glass of water, guys. I will be just a second, please.
So just in case while Winston is gone, just to remind people, so the winner of this matchup will go against the winner of ACC and Iron Steel.
All right, I'm back. You're talking about the winner of this game fighting ACCM or Iron Steel. Speaking of which, that's
Yes.
at 2 GMT Monday, guys. So if you're not familiar with our schedule, we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up. A lot of good games. This is our full schedule. I'm just gonna copy paste this. This is gonna be it's gonna be too messy. You could check the announcement tab of the Discord, and I've got all of our weekends games lined up there. There could be other casting. I might be casting some of the 2v2 tournament, the Vietnam Open. I might be doing some of that. I'm not sure. Again, their scheduling and my scheduling, they're different. I don't run that tournament, so I don't know what's going on with it. We could get some casting on that. Speaking of this match, though, it looks like Crazy's just taking a quick break real quick, and I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see. I want to see game 2 here. I want to see Crazy play more aggressive, I think. What do you think, Rom?
Oh, I agree. I think that game, it certainly looked to me like he could have had that game at the point when one we call the shot clock. Once he hit bronze, and CooL was, I don't know how long the time was, a couple of minutes before he hit bronze. That was his moment to win the game. Take the hill from the Bowman, establish himself up there. I think he could have won it.
Mm-hmm.
And to your point, that's all about the aggression. I think he wasn't as aggressive as he should be. Should have, and I'm sure he knows that after the fact. But like you said, he didn't have perfect vision, didn't know what was on that hill, didn't know if he was going to end up taking a bad fight.
Does CooL restart here? Yeah, he's gonna restart. Okay, he's gonna see that gold mine's blocking his pit. How does he play this? He can't. He's gonna restart. I think. I mean, he's got a great map. I think he just misplayed it so horrifically. Or is he gonna walk these?
I don't know. Because he's got a great strike.
Well, where's he gonna put his pit? He's not gonna do it. He's just gonna walk this. Is he gonna put it here? Oh boy, he's gonna try this. Oh, we've seen this too many times. This is gonna be a disaster. He's gonna fall behind really quick.
He's probably liking.
It's such a good map too.
Water.
Yeah, it's a good map.
Probably really liking the close water. Yeah. He's got his gazelle. Yes, they have to walk around berries a little bit, but he's got very fast wood in this one. So he probably thinking, okay, I'm up a game. I think I can make this work.
Yeah, maybe he's thinking because he's up a game and he knows if it goes late he can win. His map is like really interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen one like this spawn for inland. I just don't have enough experience on inland, I guess, to see this kind of generation. This is weird. This little peninsula thing. I mean, how do you play this? Your wood line runs out. If you get trapped, It reminds me a lot of Ho-Ho's map against Soy, right? But it's worse. It doesn't have a good start. Like yes, I will admit, if he gets a dock up, it's fantastic, right? If he can pull this off, but he's gonna fall behind. His start is rough. I guess it was actually
Well,
no, it wasn't. He
yeah,
was able to do it.
I don't think I don't think his start was rough. I think it was ideal because he knows he's got water. He's seen a lot of fish there. This is going to give him fast wood.
Right.
He's got excellent wood,
He
which
really
means his
does.
bill count is going to go up. The next building up is going to be a dock, and he's
Hmm.
going to be pumping. He's going to be quote unquote bills from two different sources. So the bill
Yeah.
count I'm expecting to accelerate very fast for him.
Well, it's past the 3 minute mark. I saw your question there, Bully. You have to do it before 3 minutes. But this is a tough position. I mean, it's okay. He'll be able to do it with the push of the Gazelle to the TC. I think he'll be okay. But he's already falling behind in Bills. He's down one. It looks like he's having some issues with food income. When these Gazelle dry up, he's gonna have to do something else, and this is too inefficient, right? Like he's in a tough position. I will say. He's oversaturated. It'll be fine. He'll work this into the dock, like you said, and then from there, I think he can play this map. But after the dock, right? Is he gonna go to Tool on just a dock and berries?
Oh,
Like,
look
oh
at
my
the
gosh, this
line, and
Vil is.
he's
He could do it here.
he's got
He could live. He could live.
alligators.
He did the coast trick. Nice. Yeah. I mean, Cool's very. It's gonna be surprising to see him lose Vils to nature here.
Yeah,
That being
that's a
said,
tough spot. Two lions, three alligators, and you're crossing.
just look at
All
the map
waders.
for Crazy. Crazy's got just a perfect setup as well.
He
I mean, not as
I
well. He
like
just has.
Crazy's map. Crazy's map is much easier to play. It's very traditional. You got two Ellies right there. You got two
Yeah.
berries nearby. You got a little bit of shore fish for your first pit. I mean, his is like a very nice traditional. I, I
Yeah.
I don't mean this in any sort of strange way, but an easy map to play versus
Yeah.
the
Cool's is certainly different.
difficulty that CooL has. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how this plays out.
Now Crazy's made it across the crossing. Oh, and this Ville's at 9 HP and this one's at 11, so it's gonna be whoever sees this fight first.
Oh yeah. So there you go. So certainly, all right. He sees the house and he's like, okay, get away from it. Now this could be a game changer. This Ville. If this Ville goes the right way, which he is, now he's only got one way to go, is down this corridor here. He's going to go in and he's going to get perfect information. And with the Hittite boats and the range they have, CooL's location on this peninsula could really be problematic if KGB takes control of the water here.
He's gonna drop a barracks right here, isn't he? Oh, he's gonna get spotted.
Oh,
Oh, and CooL saw. I mean,
that is.
CooL's gonna know. He's
Oh,
gonna know.
the alligator is gonna get in.
Oh, the lions. No. The Ville back at Crazy CooL's base.
Oh, look at all the oh my goodness.
Yeah, hiding it. And he's gonna do the barracks, but he's gonna get spotted. Is he gonna house it in? He could build a house to protect it.
Look at
There's too much to watch.
look at
Oh, CooL lost the Ville to the lions. This is a disaster piece. And CooL's gonna kill this Ville because it's only 9 HP. What a bold barracks, and it's gonna get denied, and there's just no way he's gonna finish that. Meanwhile, he's bringing 2 more Villes forward to deal with this crossing at this point. It is the only crossing, so docking it will be huge.
yes, he's gonna dock up here, and we're gonna have a fight for the sea. And that's that. If that's what happens here, it could be very problematic for
CooL is screwed. Or not CooL. Crazy is screwed. Sorry, Crazy's screwed. He did an 18 Ville rush. He's gonna be up to Tool, and that barracks got denied. The crossing was too treacherous, and just like that, CooL's gonna be walled off with that, like you said, with that dock start, and he's got 27 Villes now. And I don't see Crazy getting in. I mean, CooL's just gonna house wall this. He's gonna build his barracks over here or something to cover this crossing.
In Ville count. Now, granted, 5 of those are boats, so you have to consider they're not going to be producing wood. But still, you take that out, and it means that KGB still has CooL has significantly better economy at this point.
I love that Crazy's holding on to the thread of hope that this barracks gets finished one day. He's not going to delete it for the wood back with the wood return. I mean, it's like 40 wood.
You may want it for the visibility or something. I don't know.
It doesn't give you vision. I mean, This is a big deal, though. Oh my gosh, I didn't even consider this. All of CooL's map can be ranged down by Hittite War Galley or
Like I
scout
was
ships.
saying earlier, if he gets in here, the +3 range could be very problematic here
He's
if
going to
he
run.
loses control of it.
He's going to run to the south. That could be where into Crazy's waiting arms. So maybe the play from Crazy is to counter the bronze click, because it's going to be bronze from CooL. He's going to have an easy time,
Second
I
boat.
think. I mean, this wood line, yeah, I mean, he's going to lose the berries. He's going to lose the food income. He's going to have the wood income. That's a really nice wood pickup for him because that's the double forest situation. But I mean, his town center is going to be under duress. It could get ranged down at this point. Man, there's so many factors. I love Hittite on inland. It is so interesting. There's so many factors to consider.
Now, KGB has caught up on the build count. If you take boats out of the equation, which the boats are now, for all practical purposes, have been neutralized.
For now,
they can't
yeah.
they can't come back home. So essentially, they've been matched up in economy, and KGB has a much better position right now. He's got a lot more land. He's got a lot more indigenous food. He can move around a lot better. So I think that's interesting start of only 18 vills. I think he's managed.
It's going to
catch
pay
up.
off, yeah. I think he wanted to get an axe rush, and when I saw it didn't work, I think we all kind of thought he was going to lose based on that. But the question is, can he turn the sea in his favor? Because it's all going to come down to micro and production out of these docks. And I mean, CooL's going to get a nice run here. This is going to give him a chance to build up. I mean, Crazy could not let this happen. This is best case scenario for CooL right now. It's distracting 2 for 4. I mean, this is such a good investment from him right now. If he can get 3 more ships out, he'll have the advantage.
This is why the sets that you made for this thing are so interesting. It's because of these boats. It's because A, no slingers, and B, you get boats that shoot,
ICBMs.
So yes, I mean, oh look,
this is huge.
He's just found now he's not going to be able to do anything to it.
What do you mean? No, he's going to do so much to it.
No, that he's gonna shoot a couple times and he's gonna have to run. The 4 boats are gonna protect him. So he lost 1 bill there, and that's it.
I mean, 1 vil when your economy is so small. A single vil pickup is a huge deal at this stage of the game.
Well, those 2 boats are gone. He's going to lose both of those boats. So
and CooL's got 4 back at home. CooL's producing out of 4 docks. He realizes that he needs to be invested in the sea. He needs to defend
understands.
it.
Yeah, it's going to be the
5 ships from CooL now, and
will the 9 o'clock boats be able to sneak past?
Oh my gosh!
Will they be able to come back? Will they be able to come back?
No. Crazy's about to spot him.
He's gonna. They're dead.
The more important thing though is the river. I mean, with all of Crazy's ships being distracted like this, gonna lose his fishing eco.
Here comes another boat. This is the one. This is where the game's going to be won or lost. I think is in this sea.
Yeah, I think CooL's been able to do a great job defending. His market's coming up, so it looks like he's going to be trying to get that range upgrade rather quickly. The wood chopping is so important.
4 boats are going to be racing back. Will they get there in time, or will the sea already be lost? Or the river, I shouldn't call it.
This is winnable for Crazy with the 4 coming to defend. Looks like he's going to get ranged down here. No market yet for Crazy.
Where are those bills going? Going the wrong way.
I think he was coming forward to defend it, to repair. He does have bills for the repair. He's going to have to. He needs to repair this, and CooL's going to respect the opportunity for his army to get flanked here.
4 boats, those boats are dead. If he uses the left boat
to block. Yeah, he can block.
To block, then they can't run.
He's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna block.
Not very effectively. He didn't micro it, but now
he got 1 sort of block.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
But he could have moved it back to the
just like that, Crazy's able to take it back. Now he's got the upper hand, but I mean the production from CooL is going to be insane with these 4 docks. His wood income is going to start skyrocketing. He got the wood chop upgrade as well. So I mean, I think CooL's putting himself in all the right. He's doing all the right things right currently. He's surviving. It's funny. He lived through the axe rush, or I guess he denied it. which is such a big pickup for him. Again, I think it's going to come back to the fact that Crazy did an 18 vil rush, invested 2 vils in this, and it didn't pay off, right? I mean, that's a huge pickup for CooL at the start of the game, and now he's able to hold the water, which was the second point of attack for Crazy. And now the difference in economy is going to start really showing its colors, because like you said, those fishing boats, I mean, for a moment they were neutralized, but I mean, they weren't killed. CooL kept 5 of them alive, even repaired one, I believe. Or maybe it died, and I don't know.
So CooL has a four vil count lead, but they're all in boats.
That's
So
not
that's
a
helping
negative
with
right
it.
now. That's not a
I'm saying
negative, yeah.
That's helping with that. But what it says is that right now wood is the key resource that's necessary, and KGB should have more wood. He's got more real vills,
And they're all chopping.
and
He
they're
only
all
has enough.
chopping.
He only has enough food income to sustain vil production, whereas CooL has plenty of food and production. He's prepping not to win the sea, but to go bronze. Like look at the food income difference.
I think CooL is all, or KGB is going to be all in on trying to take this river back, and you can see that with his boat production, and that's where his vil count is being. And if he wins it, it's all those farms, all that investment that CooL has made down at 8 o'clock can all be eliminated if CooL can get there with the boat. So he's all in on wood. Everything wood everywhere he's going.
Starting to build more farms though. I don't think he can aggress this choke point. Looks like he's going to be massing a lot of ships though. He just got a dock at 9 o'clock, that sea. Looks like he wants to boom up behind it. So both players are getting a deep, but the difference is that CooL spawned next to it, and he's been using it for forever.
Oh, it looked like he was going to go, and then
I think he's just posturing, just watching his army.
Get in there. He needs to get in there before the choke point becomes
unbearable.
Yeah,
it might already be.
If he gets into the wide spot.
Oh no, his army.
No, see, that's.
Does he fight it? Does he fight it?
This is
an engagement.
Pretty even fight. CooL's got home court advantage.
Oh no, but 2 more ships come out.
Boats.
He's clicked bronze. CooL just clicked.
He's gotta go back.
CooL just clicked bronze. This choke point's way too good for CooL.
Docks at 9 o'clock. I mean, KGB wants to push this. He needs docks at 9 o'clock, just left of where the fishing boats are, because he'll never get through this choke point. If CooL plays this right, CooL needs to hang back.
Wait for War Galley.
He has to force KGB into the channel and stop. I don't know. Winston, have we seen any vills from KGB go and map out 9 o'clock?
No, not really.
Because that's the information he needs. If he had 2 docks up there, 2 to 3 docks at 9 o'clock.
And surprised and pinched?
Yes. A pincher movement would be...
Oh. That would be devastating, but there's the bronze. And War Galley is certainly the first tech on...
Shot clock is on. Let's see.
I don't see Crazy clicking as quickly, but he might be on his
farms all went up so late. I think that we're going to see a significant lag in terms of when he hits bronze.
There's the timing attack. War Galley's on its way. He's trying to posture for the fight.
Yeah.
If he gets CooL stuck in engagement, and then the War Galley tick comes in.
CooL needs to push
baiting
this. He needs to push this now and try to damage those boats before they become war galleys. But I don't think it's going to work. That channel is a problem. Once again, CooL is using the terrain to his advantage. He had the hill last game, and now he's got this little channel here, choke point.
He's trying to group his army so he can fight it well. Meanwhile, Crazy's spread out a bit. And Crazy's going to get a far better engagement. Here's the War Galley tech. The timing is there.
This is a problem. Massive problem.
Oh, cool. I think Crazy just needed to stand his ground there. He's going to try to run, but he's going to get all oh, boy. This is really messy micro from both players. So difficult to navigate these waters.
Oh, look at the boat production coming out of CooL here.
Yeah. And there's the transport. Gonna do ranges on that little hill and start raiding with CA.
Yes.
And that's gonna take Crazy by surprise, I believe.
I think 9 o'clock was the Achilles heel both players, and CooL's going to seize the advantage with this training.
Mm-hmm. This transport will destroy Crazy ultimately, along with the C, because I mean, man, that was a really messy retreat from Crazy. He's just trying to retreat all the way back. He's going to go full in production here. He's on his way to bronze, I think.
He's got such a tough road to hoe now. I mean, he has still not hit bronze, which means he's going to have to deal with chariots very soon.
I think he's on his way, though.
He's gonna, once we see it, then he's got to research it, and then he's got to get his pumps out. He's only got one.
There it is. There it is. He's up. He's up just a minute or two late. Just a couple minutes later. Sorry, not a minute or two. Just a bit later.
We now have 4 archery ranges. The wheel is in. You're gonna get the first pump out.
Ecos are identical. Exactly. 58 vills each.
Isn't that something?
And remember, this is the same position as before. Now this time around, Crazy is the one with more real vills. We could be seeing a kind of a swap or switcheroo here, but this time, CooL with 4 ranges already built here. Look at those elephants. Holy crap. Dumbo and the cousins. Like you said the other day. All of Dumbo's cousins, his brother, his sister, all just waiting there. This is the one. This is Dumbo. He can fly. And here's that TC. I love it. I love it from CooL.
Yeah, this pump is going to be a
look
constant.
At the army from Crazy on the water, though. Oh my gosh, CooL doesn't have nearly enough ships. Yeah, he does.
Does he need him? Does he need him now? Because
he's going for the kill.
CA. He's got the CA, constant pump, four racks. I mean, KGB's only got 1. No, he's got 2 now. He's got 2 archery ranges, and that's it. There's no walls. There's nothing. How do you stop this? You can't bone him. He's got armor on his CA.
Here's the engagement on the seat. I wonder if that transport's full.
I think we've seen.
Yeah, his base is going down though. Oh, the workshop in the middle of his base. The disrespect. Wow. Wow. And CooL took a really good fight on the sea as well. I think this is over, like you said. I don't know. I don't see Crazy defending this.
There's absolutely no hope left at this point.
He's dodging arrows with the transport. Oh my gosh. The humanity.
No, the poor refugees have nowhere to go. Unless Moses pops out of one of those TCs so he can cross the water, there's no hope.
Players will back up on the sea as CooL looking to take the hill. That Crazy's just coming towards, and there is the GG for game 2. CooL taking another game. This is a best of 5, so we still have more games to play. Do you guys believe we'll see the reverse sweep from Crazy here? Or that just it here? I mean, that looked really decisive for CooL, but we have to remember proximity to the water there was a huge difference maker there.
And no restarts used yet from
CooL. Yeah,
CooL.
It's funny.
Got that in his pocket.
I really had trouble reading that map though. Baltoon, I agree. That start for CooL though. I don't even know. Was it good? Was it bad? We were all kind of laughing at it, but it worked.
I liked it. Because of the wood and the dock there. I thought it was a nice start for him. I mean, not a dream start or anything, but certainly, and if that water hadn't been filled with fish like that, then yeah, I think it would have been much more problematic. But he could see a lot of that fish on the shorelines there.
Oh, Adam, I totally agree. If he had gotten, I mean, I think it honestly came down to the fact that Crazy's 18-ville axe rush got denied. I mean, that's a game changer right there. Are you joining?
Yeah, coming in now.
All right, guys, and we are going to be hopping into game number 3 here. It's good to see you all on this fine Saturday. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. got a bunch of people here. Welcome to the Classic Cup. We have a long day of matches to cast. Following this series, we are joined by Memo and Morik in their game. We'll also be doing a best of 5 in the same tournament, so looking forward to it. Don't go anywhere, but as it stands, CooL's up 2-0 over Crazy. Can Crazy mount a defense here? Does he even get a game in the series? Because it looks like just a kind of across the board, CooL seems to have the better plans and the better execution, which I think ultimately, I feel like with a good plan, you can overcome good execution, right? But but CooL has both the execution and the plan, right? His macro is solid, and his game plan has been, I think, just I guess more condensed. I don't know. I feel like that rush attempt from Crazy was bold.
It's funny. I think he may have been overcompensating for the lack of aggression in the first match, and he's like, "That's what cost me." And hold on, he's got to take a sip.
Yeah, the X was a good plan, but it wasn't executed properly. Interesting, Adam. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could call properly the issue there. I mean, he lost the Ville. I think he could have housed it in to get the building up. We've seen people do that a lot. When did that slot open? Okay, guys. Well, welcome everybody to today's show. We have a ton of stuff coming your way. Welcome, 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 one and all.
What a tremendous couple of games, though. I mean,
Yeah, honestly.
there's you see different opinions with people coming in as, oh, KGB's got it, no, CooL's got it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what makes a great game when you really
Can't
can't be
tell.
sure who's
Yeah.
gonna. Yeah.
And once again, we have a map with the crossing rather than the land variant, which was restarted out of the series. So 2 crossings here in the center, as you can see. There's the deep on the right side, but not a lot of fish. The big story is the deep on the left side, tons of fish. Control over this would be a big difference maker in terms of getting your economy rolling. That being said, the Crazy's
It's
got a
hard to
pit start.
find.
I
It's
don't
hard.
love this start from Crazy, but I think it's doable. CooL going for the berries. I think he's done with that situation he just had to deal with. Probably a little stressful after that last game.
Yeah, like you said, I think the magic in this game is if somebody finds the deep at 9, and
Mm-hmm. This is a huge
it's a
deal.
little hard to find. It's a little hard to find, given where they're at. But I think KGB's got the more likely opportunity to. If he sends one of his cartographers best, goes all the way out there,
Mm-hmm.
and sort of begins to see the shape, he could make an educated guess
Mm-hmm.
that there's going to be fish out there.
Yeah, the sea over here is what we're talking about here, guys. Meanwhile, there's 2 crossings kind of on the right side, so it's kind of awkward for both players. Crazy is like directly polar opposite from all the crossings. Meanwhile, CooL is much closer to both of these crossings, so he should be finding these. He should be finding these much quicker. And man, I'm not loving the start here for Crazy. This is really tough. I mean, he's got the wood pit. He's got 3 vills on 1 shorefish, and he's gonna do the gazelle lure during it, while also walking berries at the start. Now he's on to the gazelle. I think this start's okay, but is that wood pit worth it here? Does he have something to advance towards? I mean, yes, with the dock to the left of his map, but I guess he's just gonna build his granary. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't see him getting another crazy pit. Oh, I have to stop saying that because that's his name. Getting another phenomenal pit here. This isn't a great one either because there's just not enough shorefish. Really tough. But you get the wood income, which I think is important. But he had good stragglers. So it's like, I don't know. It's such a complex issue. It's so hard to read what's better, what's worse on inland because it's so difficult to play. I think at this point we can just admire what they've done, and
Here,
I guess
here
they're
goes.
sticking with
Here
it.
goes 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. He sees the
Oh,
lion.
he
He's
can
got to.
fight that
He's got
line.
to get past. It's not enough to survive. He's got to get past.
Yes. He has
And
to
so
get
he
over to
feels it,
here.
which is good. Instead of using a house trick and then turn it
Yeah.
around, he needs to continue towards nine
And there's
o'clock.
going to get it.
He's gonna. Okay, now this is what's interesting, Winston, because I was listening to you and I'm like, yeah, how's this start really going to work out for KGB?
With a
Now I'm
dock.
thinking it's
A
going to.
dock.
All the wood that he has not spent any wood on on his
He's gonna
storage
dock
run.
the perfect spot too.
Right. He's
Oh,
gonna stick it out there.
right? Is he? Oh man. Yep.
Instead of getting
Yep.
his berries,
Yep.
he's gonna go for this. This is gonna be this is his chance to really catch up and then surpass in the economy.
CooL's got a Ville coming across. He's already crossed the crossings, which Crazy can't spot because they're just so far away. I mean, that pit's good, but I don't know. I feel like CooL could just play standard and win this. I don't think he needs to worry about. I feel like he's just gonna. If this Ville lives, it's gonna be a huge nuisance for Crazy. But that being
Who's gonna
said,
see who here first?
yeah,
Who's gonna see who here? That's who. If it was ho ho, we could say who's gonna ho ho first. That was awful.
who stop?
Okay, there we go.
Oh, he
Oh,
didn't
he
get the
lost
hit.
it. No, no. Yes,
He
he
lost
lost
it.
him.
He lost it. Very nice play by CooL. Not even trying to
He's
fight.
not safe yet. He's gonna run into these other two.
He's looking for it.
KGB's there. He goes. He boned him. He shouldn't have. He should have tried to just. He should have just left well enough alone and walked.
He can
Meanwhile,
back himself. What was
look
that?
at these two. Look at this
Mhm.
game of
It's
hide and
chess.
seek. They're
Yeah.
playing hide and seek. These guys up here.
As CooL advances for his, or CooL goes
Again,
for
they're
his.
gonna run into each other again.
It's funny. That's
They're
really
playing
funny.
Marco Polo.
That being said, there are two
Polo.
fishing boats. There are two fishing boats up now for Crazy. Stop with those jokes, man. As CooL has his pit with the gazelle. Not going for shorefish here. Interesting choice. I'm intrigued by that. No docks yet.
25-20 build count. 3 are boats. Keep that in mind.
Is CooL gonna keep his Ville alive? I think he is. Gonna get the bearings. But Crazy
Very
has
nice
to know that this is
location.
an
CooL's wondering, what can I do with this? This forward bill should be very useful, but so far it's.
I mean, it's the utility of this. It's going to be just huge and disrupting what Crazy's plan has been. He's going to spot it again. Are you kidding me? Oh, and he got the hit this time. He got the hit.
I got the hit though. No.
Oh, another hit.
He's been tagged.
2 hits though. Now it's to the point where I don't think that CooL can even take this downhill.
Oh, he's got a second one though, and building further forward, so that bill could in fact survive.
Wait, where?
But the forward painting has now been taken out of the equation, which was the big danger for KGB. So he's done a nice job.
Oh, the lion's the gator. The gator's gonna do the block. Wait, the gator just blocked it and gave CooL the out. That was insane. Crazy just typed something that I can't repeat live on stream, but I think he's a little bit shocked by that.
Yeah, he's like,
that gator just 200,000 IQ play right there from CooL using the gator to block. That's the smart play. That being said, there is the eco here for Crazy that's going to be absolutely absurd in terms of food production. Looks like he's invested a bit, maybe overproducing these axers. I guess he was assuming it would be an axe rush, but he has shut it down. Meanwhile, this villager, he's going to get denied now by this clubber coming in for the kill. This time the crocodile doing the right thing and killing the Ville. Now these Villes stuck on the right side here for CooL. This Ville is stuck, but he's going to go undetected for now. It looks like Crazy's still searching. He's very scared of the crossing. Meanwhile, it looks like we're just going to have an all-out bow war as that second bowman comes out, or the first bowman comes out for Crazy, and there's the first bowman as well for CooL. Oh no!
So I'm guessing CooL has got to be a little food starved here. I mean, KGB's got all those boats now, just constantly bringing food.
He got extra gazelle on a pit. I think he'll be okay. And now he's getting a dock up, but not near any fish. And he hasn't spotted the right crossing, I guess. They're crossing on the right, sorry, not the correct crossing. As he's repelled here from the hill of Crazy. I think Crazy's in a fantastic position this game.
Oh, yes,
he's got C. He's got the C. He's got his hill. That aggression from CooL completely shut down. I mean, it's still on his side of the map, but he doesn't care. He's got a hill. He's got vills. Like, he's safe. Oh, don't tell me we're going to see this game get lost because this hole. He's going to lose this game because this hole. I'm calling it now. This is my prediction, guys. The croc just don't give a damn who to kill. Indeed, Nello Saver. Indeed, that crocodile. He saved the Vill and then chased the Vill.
I don't think that hole is ever going to come into play. I think there's going to be so much aggression here that CooL's going to be on the defense. Well, maybe you're right. Maybe these bowmen will path their way in there. I don't think so, though. I think the path is going to be to that hill.
There is no way through here. It's all walled off.
Yeah, he's going to go all the way.
It's walled off until that little spot.
You're right. The only pathing is to be up there. But he's only got a couple bowmen, so that, unfortunately, for him, is going to educate KGB about the hole.
Meanwhile, 5 bowmen now for Crazy. He's content to leave his hill and go in search of greener pastures. Skirting the lion, though, is CooL passing by. Gonna see the berries, the gold, and he's gonna get... Are you kidding me? There's no way that these guys get in and get like 8 kills, right? Crazy's left his hill. They're gonna... Are you kidding me? They're just gonna get in. He just clicked. He just right-clicked here. He just right-clicked like over here, and they're going on a journey for him. They do the pathing like that automatically. I can't believe it.
The lion's on the one bowman. That one bowman's gonna go down from the lion.
He could fight. Meanwhile, he's in on the farms.
He can handle this. He's gonna lose a few vills, but he can handle this. And now he knows there's a hole.
I don't think he's noticed. Okay, now he's noticed. Yeah, he's gonna go see the hole. He's like, wait, what the heck? He's sending some builders north. He's like, what happened over here?
He's got two bowmen coming in to defend, so he's fine. He's lost. He lost a bill.
And there's the wall now. Cover that. That's frustrating if you're CooL. If you're crazy. Funny if you're CooL. And as a spectator, I think we just laugh at that. We had dumb pathfinding. Yeah. Well, for here, he just, in DE, he just right-clicked somewhere, and they just showed him the way. Like, they were like, we haven't explored this, but we know the truth. Meanwhile, the fight for the seat rages on. It looks like Crazy falling back on that. He does have the wood upgrade, so he's up 4 kills. Wow. Funny. CooL's little aggression there didn't get a single kill, and he lost all 3 bowmen.
He said something about it. You know, we're laughing. It sort of reminds me of that quote. You know, man plans, God laughs. We get to play the role of God here in the sense that we get to see everything while they feverishly work on their plans to win this contest.
We're just laughing.
Yeah, we're just laughing at some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That being said, CooL does have a solid economy back at home. He's been keeping up with his wood pit, so his wood income is really solid. Meanwhile, Crazy now repitting. Good. He needed to, because that was looking rough. That walk is treacherous, but he will get the repit. Economy is all in order now. It's 5-on-3 on the sea. Another dock coming up for CooL. Looks like he's going to be heavily investing into this. Just now spotting the second crossing, so he's going to be walling it off now. I love this play from Crazy. He's just got these units on the right side of the map just as a screen to detect any aggression here. His fishing eco has gone completely unaggressed, unperturbed, I guess is the word, and now he's going to be in a happy position.
Look at the smart thing that's turned out.
Transport.
Training. Transport. Oh.
5 bowmen. No, 3 bowmen and 2 vills. He's going to spot these lions.
That's a perfect setup, just in case there's any enemies there.
Mm-hmm.
This is a.
Does he just?
I was going to point out, Winston, it on the 12-3 edge. There's a clubman that's guarding a path that doesn't need to be guarded.
Yeah, he just doesn't know. You know.
I know, it's just kind of humorous.
Mm-hmm. And here's the ranges coming down here for Crazy, so that's gonna alert.
Sea battle.
Yeah, sea battle. I think Crazy's got the advantage here. He still has had the range upgrade this whole time, and CooL's in bronze. He's waiting for War Galley. This is huge. bronze already. Oh no, CooL is going to destroy the sea fight when that War Galley tech comes in.
Yeah, he needs to push. He needs to push right now. Oh god, that's too. Yep. He's gonna
War
lose.
Galley, he's got to fall back.
But he's got a presence on the map here.
Before wheel, he's going to get these 3 bowmen in, and there is no defense here for CooL. All of his ranges, all one of them, are on the other side of the map, but he is now firmly taken sea control. Does this transition into taking out the fishing boats? At this point, without another dock here, these fishing boats are kind of worthless. I mean, they'll get food for him, but it's not the same as it was. Meanwhile, the ranges, the bowmen have gotten in onto the economy, but the wheel upgrade is in for CooL. He now has a defensive range as well to deal with these bowmen. Eventually, he'll get more units out. I'm surprised we don't see the bronze yet from Crazy, but because he's on stone, there it is. It would make you assume
about a minute behind.
just a little bit more than a minute, but his economy is just massive in comparison. Look at the timeline. But a lot of that is the bowmen. He really invested in these bowmen, whereas CooL did not overinvest.
Where did the blue bills go?
They're just in his base, building the range. And they're going to get spotted. Okay. Oh, losing these vills would be awful for Crazy right now. He only has 2 ranges up. He needs to get like 4 or 5 here to make this really viable. Looks like this aggression is going to get completely shut down. Actually, 1 vill is alive, but it's going to run into the lions.
Oh, you know, CooL has got to be... He's going to throw his PC out the window with what the alligator and now the lion.
Sorry. Wow.
Gaia has not been on his side today.
Wow, this is
I think
insane.
He got too aggressive with the bills. I think he'd have been better off just building a...
Just had 5 ranges there right now. Like, how does CooL react? But that being said, these bowmen defensively for Crazy will keep the pressure on CooL's side of the map for a while. It's going to be difficult for CooL to aggress here. Now, that being said, the War Galley standstill continues, but he loses all of his fish, so that is over now for Crazy. Whereas look at the food income for CooL is just ramping up here, building out of all docks, fishing boats. And the range will get targeted down by all the army of CooL, so we're going to have an iron game, I'm assuming. CooL eco management too good. Yeah, I agree with you, Iron Steel. CooL's eco is already ahead now, but he's been behind for so long. Now he has more villagers. A lot of these are going to start idling, though. Got to find the fish. The fishies. Man, the lions just don't give up, do they, man? Lions on inland are just disastrous.
Do you see that lion gets on him? It's it's surrounded by yellow, and the only thing he goes after is the...
And now another lion, man. CooL's deleted the wall. He's gonna go aggress, but Crazy's kind of planted a flag there with that watchtower. No, this is the 3rd game now, I think, or the 2nd game. No, the 3rd game. He had a tower before as well, in a row now, where Crazy just gets a few vills on stone, and I think he just likes to have it in the bank for situations like this. Meanwhile, the battle for the sea will rage on, but with the support from the CA on the river, you know, that offshore support is going to be absolutely massive for Crazy. He's going to have to fall back because CooL's just got the positioning here. This is really awkward micro from Crazy. It's so tough to micro these ships.
Now, I think one of the key things that's going to be here is that
the bowman versus CA
he's got to
fighting.
keep control of... CooL has got to keep control. That's where his wood line he can fall back to if he needs to have some wood in. But if there's a transport lands at 9 o'clock from CooL, that would be devastating.
You know, these watchtowers on this hill are actually going to be a nice move, I think. If once they're sentry towers, I mean, I don't see how CooL could ever take this hill. If he's got, as long as Crazy keeps like 7 or 8 CA with the like 3 sentry towers on this hill, there's no way that Crazy that CooL can really push in, except for going all the way around. And Crazy's done a really good job.
He's going to have to go stone throwers and mass up about 4 or 5 of them to take those things down quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I think
a big investment.
Yeah, but Crazy's been investing a ton into these CA that are just running around the eco, and I don't see it really doing anything. Right, the kills are now 38-14. Crazy is just so far behind in terms of the army count now, because he just keeps throwing away CA on the south side rather than massing up defensively. Now he's going to go forward
Nice
once
deep battle
again.
here. It's got to bring the CA into it instead of Peppernet. Huh?
What do you think
Farms
of
have
what
been
do you think
idle.
of the rating that Crazy's been doing with just a few CA? He's got two more
You
bills
know,
across. He brought two
I
more bills,
think
and they're going to get spotted.
I think against a lesser opponent, it would be very effective. It'd probably throw them off their game. But I think CooL's just too good at micromanaging that it's not having much of an effect. But in a against a poorer opponent, that maybe they would have fled or maybe they would
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
But against CooL, I think it was ineffective.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think the problem though is he's investing army in this, and it's precious resources he needs to be investing in the army for the real fight, because all this little stuff here, it hasn't really stopped CooL. I want to say maybe it's had a larger invisible effect, right?
If
Right.
these two CA on from CooL that are now at 9 o'clock inside, if they push just a little further, map out this river, I think he's going to say, this is my tranny spot right here.
Hmm. That being
This
said,
battle continues in the
yeah,
center.
yeah,
That's going to go back and forth. It's going to be a stalemate,
this is
little
such a
fight back and
good game. Oh my gosh. It's just identical across. Like, look at the same CA count, the same War Galley count. One's burning, heavy burning, and one's light burning on both sides. Who's going to go for repairs, though, on his hurt ship? And, he's going to go for another run. He's going to lose some units.
oh, I just
Yep,
noticed it's
more
9
vills, yeah.
o'clock. The new range is going up.
Yeah.
This is a nice play for him.
Mhm. If he gets 4 or 5 ranges here, that become. He needs to mass up. I think he's going to. From what I've
And
seen, he
CooL
tends to
has
jump the
no
gun.
idea. He has
Yes.
no idea. He's just taking he's making his push.
Mm-hmm.
His base is completely undefended. If KGB waits until he gets about 10 CA in there,
Yeah.
that could be a devastating hit. But he's got to wait. Got to wait till you see the whites of their eyes. You cannot. Oh, he's going too early. He's going too early. He'll get a few kills, but
It's not the killing
It's not going to
blow.
be a death blow.
Yeah. Yeah.
10 CA in here would have been a death blow.
Yeah, 10 CA right now would be just devastating. Now, that being said, this is 4, so it's still an issue. And now that there are 3 ranges, CooL's going to have to retreat here, giving Crazy the fight on the sea. Maybe that's what he wanted. He wanted to take a positive fight on the sea, and look at what the CA support. He's actually going to be pushing back CooL here as CooL drops a forward workshop, so looking to get those don't throw us out. No one's close to clicking iron just yet, as the gold account cannot be there. That being said, Crazy does once again have no ability before his opponent. In this raid has just been completely shut down, but he's pushing back the middle. He's taking map control. This was all a ploy for map control, and if he can keep this hill with some sentry towers. But I think that CooL is going to come shut this down real quick.
He's got 50% more bills.
Yes.
50% more bills. I mean, just pan out and
Yes.
look at the anthill production going on in CooL.
The game lagging too much. Gonna call GG. He's going to call GG here. I mean, I think I think it was a fair time to call it.
Yeah, look at the timeline. The progression of the timeline with the eco number. His raid didn't do as much damage, and then I guess if he's gonna have FPS issues on top, it's just. We should, yeah. So Winston, that's a point there. We should encourage everybody restart each game. Just restart your game. I mean, what a pair of skillful players.
That was a nice series, though, I will say.
But this is another example of a sweep that was in no way a like a one-sided thing. I mean, it was KGP played. I think he could have played better. I've seen him play better, but he played extremely well. And these games were very, very close. Any one of the three at
Mm-hmm.
some point in time could have gone the other way.
Right, exactly. Like those are all very close games. Like this one, I'm not even sure the CooL won this. I mean, he has the eco, so I think he would. Especially considering that this range position was just compromised completely for crazy. This is a huge investment. If he had made these ranges like here, I think he could just win this game potentially with army control alone. That being said, CooL with a huge win here, 3-0. A huge win for himself.